I was just telling you about this really cool South Park documentary I watched on YouTube. It's called 6 Days to Air. And one of the things that I think it was Trey who was talking about, he said whenever there's such a high stress environment, because they do a new episode, or at least they did. I don't think they really do anymore. But back in the day, they used to do an episode in 6 days.
Yeah.
Like start to finish, it was 6 days.
Yep.
A lot of stress, a lot of pressure. And he said he loves playing with Legos. He'll get a bunch of different model Legos and he'll put them together. He'll follow the instructions because he said that's like the one time in his life where he can just read instructions from somebody else, do what it says, and he gets the finished product. He spends all his other time telling people exactly what to do.
Well, and also using your creative energy. Like that drains you so much that if you use that in the rest of your life, there's not going to be enough for what you need it for. That makes a lot of sense.
And the BuzzFeed community actually agrees with Trey Parker on this. They were talking about things from your childhood that you still enjoy doing. And one person said Legos. When I was a kid, we didn't have much money, so I'd only get to play with them at a friend's house or at our cousin's place. Still to this day, that person enjoys playing with Legos.
Oh, man.
Is there anything that you still enjoy doing from your childhood?
Coloring.
Really?
Yeah, I've bought those like adult coloring books. I've done the like color on your phone apps, which isn't as satisfying as actually coloring. Anytime I go to a restaurant and crayons at the table is an option, you bet I'm gonna color.
Really?
I love coloring.
I was not good at staying inside the lines.
Well, but that's okay. Coloring isn't about staying inside the lines. It's about having fun.
It was for me. And I wasn't good at it. Coloring, by the way, is the second thing on this list that I found. This one says, I rewatched my favorite TV shows, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Arthur, Return to Oz, Good Burger.
Oh, love a bit of Keenan and Kel.
All really good nostalgic shows. But I can't really say that I rewatch. Like if I'm just flipping through channels and I see something's on the Disney Channel, I'm not necessarily going to stop at it.
See, I will if it's like the ones that were so important to my childhood, like Rugrats or Doug or something like that. Something that it's like, man, I watched so many episodes of this.
Text message just said I still cut the crust off my sandwiches. Don't like the crust.
Duh, delicious.
Ah.
An uncrusted sandwich is far superior to a crusted sandwich.
One says from BuzzFeed, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Add potato chips in a Pepsi, and I'm in heaven.
You know what I feel like is just a pure dopamine rush for anyone who can have peanuts and likes peanuts?
What?
Scoop of peanut butter. Just that's it. You just get that spoon right in the jar, get a nice big scoop, and you just...
You know what I used to do as a child that I haven't thought about, but your scoop of peanut butter thing just reminded me.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm going to start to mix this into my adult life. My mom would have this like sugar jar or whatever for coffee.
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah, I
would
gotcha.
just take a spoonful of sugar and just take a big bite out of it.
That is so aggressive. Like, at least buy some Fun Dip or something so you could pretend like it's not just sugar.
No, I would just take a tablespoon of sugar and shove it down my face.
Before you came in with this such an aggressive thing about just literally having a spoonful of sugar, not to help the medicine go down, just to live your life.
Yeah.
But before that, I was like, man, like this is really making me feel like I need to take more time to like honor my inner child and do more stuff.
Yeah.
That's like why do we stop doing that? Why do we let life bog us down as adults? But then you came in with like, I'll just have a spoonful of sugar. It's like, okay, that's why we can't be doing that. That's why.
If you go to like a fancy restaurant though, and they have like the sugar cubes on the table, you're telling me
eat those. What are you talking about?
I thought everybody would just pop one of those guys in their mouth.
That's for horses. It's not for you.
It could be good for both. Sugar cubes are delicious. Things you did in your childhood that you still do into adulthood. What are they? 601-995-1017. Allison, you had mentioned eating just a big scoop of peanut butter.
Yeah.
As a kid. And Bailey DM'd us and said a scoop of peanut butter is the equivalent of taking your bra off at the end of the day.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I said, what is the equivalent of eating a scoop full of sugar? A spoonful of sugar, like I was saying that I like to do. And yeah, she said, I can't trust somebody who eats a scoop of sugar straight up. That's blasphemous.
Well, and Richard texted in. He said, I ate the sugar cubes and the spoonful of sugar too, Adam. And I'm like, okay, parents, are boys actually more of a handful than girls, or are you just letting them take sugar straight to the face and then being like, why are they more of a problem? Why
What's
are
going
they so
on?
hyper? Like, I just can't figure it out. Well, maybe stop letting them take sugar straight from the jar.
You did mention something, though, that I always wondered about, and I was kind of jealous of horses because I do remember that was like something so far in the back of my head that people would give sugar cubes to horses as like a treat. What's the origin of that? Like, why was that like common knowledge whenever I was a kid? And I've not thought about horses eating sugar cubes in probably 25 years.
I know they like it. I mean, who doesn't love, like you said, you just wanted to pop a sugar cube. So I know that they like the sugar and like it's like a little treat. It's a good way to get them to, you know, do what you want. So I remember I was on a Girl Scout trip and we were around horses and they let us feed them the sugar cubes. It was a magical moment. It's stuck in my brain forever.
Interesting. Did any of the Girl Scouts take a sugar cube for themselves?
No, those were for the horsies.
Beverly just sent a picture of a can of Ready Whip.
We know exactly where that's going.
Oh, this is funny. She says, yesterday I caught my daughter walking into the kitchen, opening the refrigerator to spray the whipping cream right into her mouth. Not going to lie, I had a spray too. Good for you, Beverly. And Yolanda agrees with you on coloring as an adult. It's top tier.
It just feels good. You know, the other thing, I can't pass a hopscotch without doing it.
Really?
Yeah, like if I pass it on a sidewalk, I'm going to participate because like that's fun. That's just fun.
I just got an idea.
You want to go get some chalk and do a hopscotch in the parking lot?
No, I think I'm going to randomly tape hopscotch boards all around the building. So
That
anytime
will be so fun. Are you kidding me? I'll like work so much more than I already do if you do that. Please do that. That'll be the best thing ever.
Oh, I thought that would now that I know you're excited about it, I don't want to do it. I thought you'd be irritated, like it's like an OCD thing. Like you can't walk over a hopscotch board.
Like let your inner kid be free.